Hey, what's going on people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video I'll be showcasing my Spellcaster FL4K Build, feature length for 2025. This build will have you walking into the Mages Guild and grabbing that Archmage title the second you step through the door. Running this build is some of the most fun I've had in Borderlands 3, and I'll be letting you know exactly what you'll need to set yourself up for a good time. So let's crack into it. The focus of this build is to have as much damage sources active at one time as possible, and to boost the damage of each of those as much as we can, without focusing too much in one particular area. If you're looking for the skill tree, here it is on screen now. And notice the two sets of augments. I'll explain the different playstyles later in the video. But essentially we're looking to grab the Warloader bot for its ability to throw grenades, and we want Rack Attack to summon as much Rack as possible at the shortest cooldown, but also maintain the option to switch to Gamma Burst to maximize our pet's damage. This build has an incredible amount of damage sources, which I'll cover later when we get to the playstyle, but in short we've got our grenades, our pet's grenades, our Rack's grenades, our Racks themselves, our Warloader bot's shotgun, our Warloader bot's missile barrage, that slam damage when we drop it like it's hot, and of course the electric coils from our artifact. Do note though that the come on and slam guardian rank is required to slam at any height. Technically this is a pet build, we wouldn't go so far down in purple if it wasn't, but it certainly doesn't focus there and plays unique to itself. We won't be using guns because you don't need them. The focus with the skill tree is to find a balance between our pet's damage and FL4K's damage. Key skills to increase our pet's damage are Throat Ripper, which gives our pet increased critical hit chance, which plays off Monkey Do to increase that critical hit damage. Grim Harvest increases our pet's damage along with our Rack's damage, and Frenzy and Psycho Heat on a Stick will increase it further. We also pick up Take This to give our pet a copy of our shield, which offers a unique interaction, and we grab Eager to Impress so we can chain our Warloader bot's attack command over and over again, which is its peak source of damage. Sikkim increases that damage while also helping with cooldown if required, and we grab Megavore, which plays off head count to increase the speed in which we can send out a pack of racks, or recharge our pet with the Spot of Radiation. To the gear now, and things should start to come together real soon, and you'll get an idea of how we're increasing the damage of all these different types of damage sources. We do that by utilizing items or anointments that provide global damage bonuses. One of those is the Revolter, which provides 200% bonus shock damage while shock enraged. You can tell you're shock enraged by the shimmering blue effect on the side of the screen, and this will happen whenever the shield's depleted and lasts for 15 seconds. It will also increase your fire rate, but because we're not shooting, we won't benefit from that bonus. Either way, that shock damage comes in incredibly handy, and you'll want one with an action skill start anointment so you can apply that bonus shock damage to every aspect of this build simply by summoning your Rack. Another item that provides us with global damage is the Guardian Angel, which increases our damage by up to 500% the further we are away from our enemies. That damage caps out at about 25 meters, or for my American friends, 27.3403, repeating of course, yards. It's safe to say that not everything will receive the full benefit from the Guardian Angel. Your slams definitely won't, but your wham bams and thank you ma'ams might do. So just keep in mind that if you're looking for maximum damage, which you don't need while mobbing, you want to be wary of the distance between you and your target. Our last global damage modifier is provided through the anointment on our Guardian Angel, that being URAD. While below 50% health, deal 100% bonus radiation damage. This goes in tandem with the shock damage provided by the Revolter and the general damage provided by the Guardian Angel. Those three things combine to add a lot of flavour to the Spellcaster's dish. If you're running Gamma Burst though, it's best to have a Gamma Burst anointment, which will provide you with 15% more bonus radiation damage. Now to receive the benefit of the URAD anointment 24/7, we'll want to equip a Deathless artifact. It caps our health at 1, which is exactly what we need to proc the URAD anointment, and gives us bonus shield capacity. Getting one with a spark plug prefix would be my preference, purely for the addition of those coils, but really it doesn't matter. It's a small part of this build that you can easily do without. You can still slam without the coils. The most important thing is to get a deathless artifact to proc the anointment. Passive rolls you should be looking out for include area of effect damage in either slot 2 or 3 to also boost radius. A melee damage roll will help increase the peak damage output of this build, and you can also look for grenade damage, action skill cooldown rate, and even elemental damage in the form of radiation or shock. In the class mod slot, there's no question that the Peregrine fits best, as it gives our racks the ability to drop grenades. They're often dropping them at a distance, which couples well with the Guardian Angel, not only increasing the damage of the rack themselves, but also the grenades they'll drop. Splash damage radius, action skill damage, grenade damage, and of course melee damage are some rolls you should be looking out for. The grenade mod slot gets a lot of use in this build, not only used by us, but our rack and of course our war loader bot. That makes it pretty important to choose the right thing, and there's a few grenade mods that I can recommend. One of those includes the Ghast Call, ideally one with the Vindicator prefix to increase its overall DPS. This grenade mod causes a corrosive puddle at the point of impact, where a number of ghostly skulls will spawn from to hunt down your foes. Not only does it deal good damage, but it helps to balance out those times where your war loader bot throws it at a wall for no reason. Similar in that vein is the Light Speed, which you can get from Anathema during the Guardian takedown. It's another grenade mod that deals good damage, causing a number of projectiles to spawn from the point of impact, which zip around the arena, tearing through enemies left, right and center. It's another one where that war loader bot's AI ain't gonna get in the way too much, while also providing a fun time. Unlike the Ghast Call, it can come anointed, and the anointments you should be looking out for are action skill and element matching the element of the grenade mod, on grenade throw, and grenade regeneration if you find yourself running out too much. However, there is only one choice in the grenade mod slot if you want absolute peak power, and that is of course the Fish Slap. It's best when it's elemental with triple link rolls, but it will be more hazardous to you in the mobbing arena. Because it deals melee damage, this is where you'll want rolls on your class mod and artifact to increase melee damage. And also you can swap out the anointment on your Guardian Angel for ASE melee damage. It's here where you can also swap out the Guardian Angel entirely for a Psycho Stabber with the same anointment. Other gear included in the save file include a URAD Unforgiven to increase the power of any critical hits we deal, and this mainly is a lot of fun when playing around with the Spark Plug's coils. Because we don't have Lick the Wounds, it's also good to have a powerful weapon in one of your 4 weapon slots, and ideally with the URAD anointment, so that anointment is activated while we're down. This will help you to get out a fight for your life when the 6 or so active damage sources aren't doing it for you. The core gameplay loop of this build involves slamming, throwing grenades, issuing attack commands, and of course sending out your rack. In mobbing scenarios, it's an incredible amount of fun. Borderlands 3 becomes incredibly chaotic, and we solve Flak's survivability problem by giving them no survivability. Turns out negative infinity is a positive in this one. When we're looking for peak damage though, Fish Slaps are the key. This is when you want to switch over the gear to its melee focus, and potentially swap out the Revolter for a Stinger if you can manage to keep its shield intact to receive the full melee damage bonus. When we get tired of casting rack spells, we can always take a back seat when we switch our action skill over to Gamma Burst and get our war loader bot to do the dirty work. It's here where you want to equip the Red Fang so your pet taunts all nearby enemies so you can truly take a back seat. The war loader bot will be blasting enemies with its incendiary shotgun and tearing them to shreds whenever it decides it feels like throwing a grenade. Of course you can also throw grenades too, and this is the time where the regenerate grenade anointment would be most needed. It's in this aspect of the build where a unique interaction surfaces. That happens when we equip the faulty star, which causes a nova to erupt around the attacking enemy. However, because our loader bot has our shield, novas will be summoned when they attack them too, and they'll receive mayhem scaling, making them incredibly strong. It's a neat little interaction that you can tap into as part of this build. If you're looking for peak damage with this build, it comes in the form of their missile barrage, which has the capability to one-shot bosses. Equipping the Role Reversal class mod is where that peak damage lies the highest, thanks to its ability to drop with points in Throat Ripper and Monkey Do. Do keep in mind that Throat Ripper is a luck game, but the Missile Barrage will do fine on the mobbing field, where you can cycle it over and over again. Don't forget to check out the save file linked in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one.